If you have been stuck on hold with RiverLink recently, you are not alone. Drivers calling about their toll bills are now waiting 2 hours on average, and that is a sudden increase from just 2 minutes last month. And it's prompting Kentucky and Indiana officials to take action. So let's break this down with WDRB digital reporter Marcus Green, who has covered the Ohio River bridges and the tolls really since it started a decade ago. Marcus, you were at a meeting earlier this morning in Jeffersonville. What happened?
So the dual board, the joint board, Kentucky and Indiana officials who oversee RiverLink, voted to spend $3 million to shore up a bunch of customer service problems. As you mentioned, wait times are getting out of hand. They're more than 2 hours. And so the states are spending that money to try to hire more employees for a subcontractor who is handling a lot of the calls and customer service issues, really try to get that back on track, Gil.
So service really has been a problem for RiverLink since the very beginning. People didn't get their bills. We've done stories in the past about long wait times, but this one here, this is a dramatic jump in these wait times. What specifically caused going from 2 minutes a month ago to 2 hours? That has to be something significant.
It is significant. There was a change in one of the key subcontractors from the actual overall contractor, ETC, a company out of Texas that runs this project. And when that new contractor came on, the subcontractor, apparently they didn't have the staffing that they needed. And so we don't know exactly why they weren't prepared or why they didn't have the staffing, but it has something to do with this subcontractor coming on and not being able to handle these calls in a timely manner.
So where's the money, $3 million? Where's that coming from? How are we paying for this?
It's coming from money that you and I pay when we cross the bridge. Basically, it's coming from toll revenue. And of course, that does raise the question, why are we subsidizing this private company that already has a contract with the states? And I asked Mindy Peterson, the spokesperson for RiverLink, that question today. Here's what she said.
Did expect a seamless transition. That did not happen. When that did not happen, the states are stepping in. So we are continuing conversations on who is going to cover this investment. The states are covering that investment right now because we're not going to let those conversations play out and take longer for this system to prolong and for our customers to be spending an extended time on hold. That's not acceptable.
Marcus, do you know anything about the terms of the deal between this contractor and the state? I mean, if the contractor can't do the job, can the state fire them? Can they get out of this deal?
Well, the state can't get out of the deal. The states can't get out of the deal necessarily, but what they can do, they can impose damages if they believe the contractor should have been able to pay for this without resorting to toll revenue. That's happened on various transportation projects. As Mindy alluded to, they may have that opportunity, but the terms of the contract are pretty ironclad. Of course, you'll recall the very first company that ran this project had similar problems. So
we're not on our first toll collector here.
We're not. I think it is also important to note that what we've seen since tolls began in 2017, late 2016, early 2017, is we've seen periods of relative success followed by, usually when there's a transition, some problems with collections and things like that, problems with customer service. So this is not the first time these issues have happened, but we have seen this before and we've seen a rebound. That's what they're hoping for within days and even weeks.
Well, Marcus, you've been leading the way, again, on the bridges and on the toll reporting for really a decade now. We know that you'll stay on top of it for us. You can look for his latest article on WDRB.com. Thanks.